Okay, going live. Okay, hello everyone. I'm Sanjay Gupta. I welcome you back on Sanjay Gupta Tech School. So today we are having one more session on Salesforce OmniStudio, and for the same I have Abhishek with me. So welcome Abhishek on the platform. Abhishek will be demonstrating you how we can implement a project in OmniStudio. So basically, he delivered 12 session. Those were based on scenario implementation. So now we have one end-to-end use case where we have a business requirement, and we'll discuss that business requirement in terms of like layman terms. Then we'll discuss those business requirement, like how we can convert that into technical solutioning, and with the help of that technical solutioning, a part of that solution we'll be implementing in today's session. Okay, so this is the idea for today's session, and with this I want to jump onto the next slide. So Abhishek, if you can talk a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, sure, Sanjay. So, hi everyone. Myself, Abhishek, and I'm working as a Salesforce Velocity developer in Salesforce community. And I have overall of 5+ of years of experience now, and I have done some certifications around Velocity as well as Salesforce, and some of the certifications on Velocity slash Omni Studio is like first one is like obviously for Omni Studio developer. Then I have one industry CPQ developer on Velocity side, and also I have one health insurance quoting developer also, and few certification listed on the screen that also have done. So yeah, that's all about me.
Okay, thank you, Abhishek. So, if you want to become part of a community where lots of folks are connected and they are having lots of discussions about Salesforce, whatever is going on currently in the market, and any technical discussions if you want to do, so you can scan this QR code and you can become part of the Telegram group. And if you want to share some feedback whatever we are doing for you, so you can feel free to share a review or feedback about the bootcamp. So you can share those in the comment section of this YouTube video, or you can share those on LinkedIn if you want to share information about this bootcamp with other folks. So that is also welcome, because everything is available free of cost on YouTube in a sequential manner. So if you go through that, you will learn OmniStudio. You can clear certification, and if you are an experienced candidate, so upskillment of OmniStudio if you do, so you can apply for job as like Salesforce developer plus OmniStudio or Velocity developer. So it will like upskill your career as well. So it will be beneficial for whatever folks if you share the information. Okay, so with this note, let's jump onto the project implementation. Not implementation, first we'll be discussing the business requirement. Okay, so just a second, I'm just sharing the information with the community. So, okay, so now let's discuss about the business requirement. So basically, the problem or the use case which we have, it is basically related to case management system. So we have a requirement from a client. So you can consider like me and Abhishek, we both are like a consulting firm, right? We are running a consulting firm, and there is another organization who have their product, right? They have their sales process in place, they have their service process in place, and to implement their service module, they need to manage their cases, right? And for that case management system, they need some help from a consulting firm, so that we can build some solution around OmniStudio, so that their cases can be managed properly. And they are using Salesforce to manage their sales and service, right? So they have Sales Cloud, they have Service Cloud. Now they need a case management system to be placed with the help of OmniStudio. So this is a business requirement which is in front of you. So before understanding this project implementation, right, and the technical solutioning, you need to go through each line, whatever is written over here. Okay, so we have, suppose we have a business process outsourcing in place. That is a company which I am talking about. So they raise their requirement like they need to manage their cases, right? So they need a system. So what they need a UI for their service agents, right? So whenever any service agent is like interacting with the UI, they should be able to see all available accounts, whatever customer they have. So all those list of account they will be having, and if they click on any particular account, right? So once they click on that particular account, so the information related to that account should be unfolded, right? So in short, you can say like on a screen they should be able to see list of account. If we click any account, so related to that particular account, all the information should be available on the same page, right? Then in the last paragraph, few more requirements are mentioned. So which says like a dedicated card layout to display all related cases associated with the account. So if service agent is choosing any account, so along with the account information, they should be able to see all the related case information, whatever cases are associated with that particular account. Okay, so maybe service agent is talking with the customer on phone call. They receive their account name. They are clicking on that account name and they are seeing like what all cases are associated, and those cases should be available in the tabular format, featuring an edit button, so that if you want to modify any information on the case, and if you click on the button, so it should open a model and populating all the existing case information automatically, right? So these sort of information should be available, and once service agent is updating any case information, so upon click of save, those information should be saved in the database also, right? So we need to get the information, we need to view the information, we need to edit the information, we need to save the information. So all those sort of activities we need to do as per the requirement. So this is the first part of the requirement, right? Now if you go on to the next slide, so we have another part of requirement which says like we need email notifications as well, right? So whenever like service agent wants to communicate with the customer, so there should be some email notification that we need to send. And apart from that, like we in the previous slide I discussed like there will be account and existing cases will be associated. Now suppose service agent is discussing something with the client and or customer, and they say like we need to create one more case, right? So they were encountering one problem. For that they already raised the case. Now they need to open a new case, so there should be a new case creation button available, and if service agent clicks on that button, so a new case should be created automatically, right? So all these requirements basically we need to fulfill for a BPO, where like sales and service streams are already implemented with the help of clouds. And this for managing their case, they have this requirement. That requirement they need a solution for this requirement with the help of OmniStudio, right? We can implement solution through flows as well. We can implement solution through Lightning Web Component, but they already did market research and they want to implement the solution with the help of OmniStudio. So as part of consulting firm like Abhishek, I'm considering him an architect. So based on this requirement, so let's say I am a business analyst. I gathered this requirement and I passed this requirement to the architect, who is Abhishek, right? So Abhishek analyzed these requirements, like whatever the requirement of the BPO, and now he will be telling you like how these business requirement can be converted into a technical specification or technical solutioning. So with the help of that solutioning, you will be able to implement a solution in OmniStudio. Right, so over to you, Abhishek. So requirement I explained. Now just discuss the technical solutioning, like what all steps a developer need to apply to build the solution for this requirement. Over to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Sanjay, for explaining the requirement in detail. So, on to the next slide, we have summarized the technical solutioning as well for the particular use case that we are mentioning over here, or the scenario. So, basically, in the first scenario, what uh, a BPO expect is a call from the customer, right? That there is something that I want to do with my account, or let's say to my record into the Salesforce. So in this scenario, what we are trying to do is we are just trying to see all the cases which have been created for that particular customer, or the customer wants to create a new case or not. Okay. So typically, what happens whenever, let's say, when I am calling to any call center for some sort of complaint to, I mean, like, I need to file some sort of complaint. So first of all, they ask me about the name, my name, and also after I have given my name, they just tell us to give some more information about me. Let's say the date of birth or the email ID, right? So that they can confirm that the account that I am trying to reach out is for me only. So if we go into the technical solutioning, we are going with the OmniStudio solution for sure. So on we will be, I mean, like, this is a kind of a user guided flow. So whenever we talk about user guided flow, OmniScripts comes into the picture. Whenever we are trying to create some sort of step by step process. So in the first step of the OmniScript, what we want to do is we want to take the account name as an input, right? So basically, I mean, like, let's say I am a call center agent. I'm getting some call from the customer. I need to ask them, what is your name? So the OmniScript which we are building is for the call center agent. It's not for the customer. It's for the call center agent, which is working for that BPO. So that call center agent will ask for the name from the customer. Then they will be able to enter it, and after that I mean, like, account records or account details will be fetched. And so basically for that we're going to call the data raptor with the help of that entered account name. And in the second step, what we're going to do is we're going to show the account details to verify the identity of the customer, like phone number, website, or etc. So in the first step, we'll take the account name. In the second step, we're gonna get call the data raptor to fetch the account details. And in the third one, which is kind of a second step for the OmniScript, we will show the information of the fetched account to the call center agent. And then call center agent will ask customer, what is your phone number, so that they can verify the identity of that customer, right? And then in the third step, what we're gonna do is we're gonna show all the previously created cases for that account. So basically, on the third step, on the third screen, we're gonna fetch all the case records related to that account which was created previously, and we will show all that cases into a tabular format with the help of FlexCard, right? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna pass the account ID which we have fetched into the OmniScript. So we're gonna pass the account ID from the OmniScript to the FlexCard. And in the FlexCard, we're gonna get all the case related to the account ID passed from the OmniScript and show into the table format. So this is the third point. Fifth point, use DR to get all the case record, which will be called from the FlexCard. So what exactly we need to do is we're gonna pass the account ID from the OmniScript to the FlexCard, and in that FlexCard we're gonna call a data raptor, and with the help of that data raptor we're gonna fetch all the cases related to that account which was created previously. Okay. Now, if you go to the next screen, then on the fourth step we're gonna ask user, which is your call center agent, to create a use case. So basically, call center agent will ask the customer that you want to create a new case. If they will say yes, then call center agent will check a checkbox, and after that, we're gonna show some input fields for the cases like subject, severity, description, status, and origin. So these are the some standard fields which Salesforce provides. and we're gonna ask the details from the customer, and call center agent will enter the values into it. And finally, after that, what we're gonna do, we're gonna create a case with the help of an IP. In that IP, firstly, we'll create the case with the help of the DR, and after that, send the email. After that, we will send an email onto the account's email ID saying that your case has been created. So why we are using the IP over here? Because in the single transaction, we want to do two functionalities. First is to create the case, and second is to send the email. So that is why we are using the IP over here, and at last we're gonna navigate the user to the account record where like call center will get navigated to the account record so that they can verify that new case has been created.
Yeah,
Right.
so one thing I want to
Yeah.
highlight. So due to copy paste, this first of all line is repeating here. So guys, just ignore this the heading because it is from the last slide, and these steps are in continuation with the previous slide. So Abhishek, if you go back,
Yeah.
yeah, so we have 5 steps here, and if we go on to the next slide, so next these 3 steps are like number 6, number 7, number 8, right? So these
Yeah.
are in continuation with those steps.
Yeah, got it. So this is the technical solutioning we will be building around the scenario that we have created for you guys. And as part of today's session, like these all requirements cannot be completed into one single session. So that is why we will be delivering this requirement into I don't know, like 3 to 4 sessions. So in the this is the first part where we have given you the scenario which we're going to implement, what will be the technical solutioning for that. And in today's session, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just complete only first, second, and third point, which is in the first step we're gonna get the account name. Then in the second step we're gonna call the data raptor, and in the third one we're gonna show the all the account details to the call center agent to verify with the customer. Okay. So let's jump onto the org. And like when we were discussing, like in the first season, we explained all the functionalities around OmniStudios, and in the second season, we explained you all about what can be the scenarios to implement. In this example, also, we're gonna use the same elements. For example, if I go to the first step again, for taking an account input, and so how we can do that with the help of type ahead block, right? So these sort of things, if you are following all the things from the previous sessions, you will be able to relate around this real-time implementation. Okay, so I'm gonna create the OmniScript, and this is the IP. So we're gonna call it as case management. Yep. So onto the first step, what we are trying to do here is get the account information. So let's say we're gonna call it as account information, and we're gonna label it. Like this is the real-time practical scenario. So what like we're gonna keep the labels and all these things as real as that. So let's say we're gonna call it enter account name for the user. So this is your step name, and what we want to do is we want how we're gonna search for the account with the help of type ahead blocks. And let's say not account name, we're gonna say account information, and this type ahead block we're gonna name it account name. And here we're gonna say enter name. And in the help options, we're gonna give the user the message as well. Enter account name, for fetching details. So basically, this icon information icon will appear with the type ahead block, and when we will preview it, we will be able to see this message. And there are some options as well. What position you want, top to left, bottom to left. So you can keep anything you want. Then we're gonna okay. Then as we have already, we are. I mean, like if you are following all the sessions, you know we're gonna call. I mean, like for fetching the information with the help of type ahead block, we can always use a data raptor, extract action, or IP as well. So I'm gonna go with the data raptor for now, and let's say I'm gonna call it as data raptor extract account record case management. And okay, so we're gonna create a new data raptor. Okay, let's go to the data raptors and new data raptor. Extract JSON and click save. And whenever we are using the data raptor with the type ahead block, we always use the like operator. So this is the object name. Then all the records will be coming into this. Then we want to search on the name, and we're gonna say like, and whatever parameter we will be passing from the OmniScript. So let's call it as name parameter, and as an output, what we're gonna have first will be the name. Then we can have the phone number. Also, I'm not sure if we have email. No, we don't have. So yeah, website. Okay. And if I go to preview and let's say name param, I'm gonna fetch with the help of test. So these all records we have with the test. Okay. So let's call it SGTS. So these are the records that we have with the SGTS name in it. And okay. So I mean, like just for the example, I'm gonna populate the website also in this record, so that will be fetched.
And maybe we can fill the website detail also.
Yeah, I mean, like this is the thing. I mean, like on this account, I'm gonna fill the website
Yeah.
details. Yes.
And you can fill new website domain of SGTS. It is live. I
Yeah.
have
Okay.
not marketed it, so it is there, but I would love to have it here. So
Yeah.
it is
Sure thing.
sgts.org.in.
It's SGTS.
.org.in.
Okay. So that's the new thing for you guys.
Yeah, it is live, but like I have not marketed it, so I'm building a plan for it. So we'll do its marketing in a proper way.
Yeah. That's nice, Sanjay.
Yeah.
So I go to execute again, and yeah. So now this one is coming. So let's go back to our OmniScript, and in that OmniScript, we're gonna select this data adapter, which is data adapter account records. Okay, what did I need? Record account underscore case key management. Might be I have to refresh this. Yeah. And filter value will be whatever parameter name that you have into your data adapter, and from here we're gonna pass the account name, which will be coming from here. Okay. And now if I go to preview, just to check whether the data is coming or not, I'm gonna search with SGTS. Yeah. So the JSON is coming, full JSON is coming right now because we haven't given the yeah. So we have to give the type ahead key names. What you want, I mean, like from the result, what you want to see onto the list. So I'm gonna give the name, and then if I search for SGTS, so this is Abhishek SGTS test 3 is coming, and as soon as I click on this one, the name, the website, and the phone number, all the things are coming, right? So if I go to the next step, so I mean, like as part of part one today's session, we have completed the first step and the second step. Now on to the third step, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create one more step into the OmniScript, and we're gonna show all the details which is coming from the records. So I'm gonna go to build. I'm gonna drag and drop one more step, and let's say we're gonna call it as account information, show account information, and let's say we're gonna call it account details, and in there what we can do is we can take one text block, drag and drop this one, and let's name it as account. Okay. Let's name this step as account information and this text block as account details. Okay. And if I click on this one, then here, I mean, like this text blocks will open a rich text editor for you. And in this one, what we can do is we can, I mean, like if you want to create some sort of HTML, that also you can do. So what I'm gonna do is first I'm gonna say account name, then let's use the hyphen, and in the percent, okay. I have all my information from the data JSON that I have copied. Okay, yeah. So now this is how we're gonna map the values: account information, percent colon, then from here this account block, then we have again column, then we have the name. So name, and this is how, let's say we're gonna call it as account phone. This will be your phone, and website. So this will be your website. And if you click on this one, source code, as you can see, this rich text editor automatically will create a HTML. Like this is contained into your P tag. Then again, the next we have the break line. Then we have the account phone number in the P tag again. So this is how it's gonna do that. And if you want to do some sort of styling, that also you can do here. Right. And also we can do one more thing. We can pass some message to the whole call center agent. Let's say, please confirm below details with customer to proceed ahead with case management. And okay, this is it. And okay, let's do some sort of styling over here as well. We can do some sort of color, that color, so that it will be popped up. Save it. And now if I go to preview, I'm gonna again search for that account as GTS test. And if I click next, here you can see this message is coming. Then we are seeing account name. Then what call center agent will do? On the call, they're gonna ask the customer whether this information is correct with your name. So they can ask, can you tell me your phone number, or can you tell me the website that you have registered with us? By that, they can verify the information with the customer. Then, this is not mentioned into the scenarios, but what we can do here is we can just for the, compliances purposes, what we can do, we can just do drag and drop one checkbox, and we can say verified, and let's label it as verified information. Okay. And onto the, I'll just go back to the scenario. In the third step, what we want to do is we want to show all the cases records. So I'm just gonna give you the sneak peek of the next part. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag and drop one step, and here we're gonna say show case records, and on this step we can do one thing. On the conditional view, we can say if this verified checkbox is equals to true, then only this step will be visible. Otherwise, this step will not be visible. We want to show the cases into the next step, next session. But if I go to preview and okay, SGTS, and if I click next, now call center agent will verify the details, and as soon as they verify the details, and if the details are correct, they're gonna click this checkbox. And as soon as you click on this checkbox, one step is adding into the step chart automatically. If I deselect this, this is going back. So this will be a kind of compliance thing that we will be maintaining for call center agents. So this is the first part that we by this we are completed with the first part of this scenario implementation. For the next one, we're gonna show all the case records with the help of flex cards. Yeah, that's it, Sanjay, I think.
Okay, so I think it was good. People were waiting for this project implementation session. So I am happy. We at least started with the requirement. We explained them all the technical solutioning, and first part of implementation we did. So guys, we'll be implementing the whole solution in 2 to 3 sessions, right? So that you can follow whatever Abhishek is demonstrating. So if you're following whole OmniStudio bootcamp series, so just understand the requirement properly, and once you understand the requirement properly, then try to relate how technical solutioning is being done. So don't think like you are a developer only. Try to become business analyst, then to think like an architect, and then try to act as a developer, right? So don't just think like technical solution is there and we just need to implement the solution, right? That is not the way. So that's why we planned this project implementation in such a way so that you can think like how business analyst will be having the requirement in layman terms, and how technical architect will be converting those requirements into technical terminologies. And once you understand that, then only try to build the solution, so that whenever you will be facing any interviewer, so the same way you will be able to explain your answer, right? And you can do this for any of the project that you are working upon. So don't just focus on the build as a developer. Try to see like what was the business requirement, how architect implemented solutioning for that, and then try to build those things. So the same way we are applying here, and this first part is implemented right now, and we will be having next session soon. So I will update you as per the availability of Abhishek. I will be scheduling that, and I'm sure like in this month you will be having all the session delivered, so that
Yeah.
you will be implementing all the solutioning altogether, right? And yep, so thank you Abhishek for taking out time on weekend and sharing your knowledge. So I'm sure soon people will be quoting this project in their CV, like as part of learning they have implemented this piece of implementation. And I think with the project explanation it will help them to showcase their skill set around OmniStudio. Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other suggestions that you want to give, because we are in the end of this boot camp? So any experience that you want to share from your side?
So I mean, like, I just have only one thing in my mind. I mean, like, I don't want to discourage all the new learners or who don't have experience onto the Salesforce components like LWC and Aura components and some sort of that. But whomsoever is already working in Salesforce, or they are having knowledge on LWC, Aura components, PF pages, all the UI components that Salesforce provides. So whatever projects or whatever scenarios you have completed onto the LWC or the Salesforce core components, just try to think how you can resolve all these things with the help of OmniStudio. So I mean, like, we will be delivering only one scenario, two scenarios, not all the things that we can cover, but you have, I mean, like, on-site experience of on whatever you have implemented for the client onto the Salesforce core components like LWCs and all these things. So just for your practice purpose, what you can do is whatever you have implemented into the LWC, try to implement with the help of these OmniStudio tools. That will really help you to learn OmniStudio in a depth.
Yeah, very well said. And I think in if they do so, so they don't need any other use cases, because those use cases they have already implemented. So they just need to re-implement them with the help of OmniStudio.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for this suggestion, Abhishek. And I can see lots of people are asking for AI sessions. So we are preparing for that. So soon you will hear from us. And soon I'm going to plan some cloud specific sessions. So I will let you know that plan also. So I can see few folks are saying like I'm not consistent this year. So I also feel that last year I did lots of session consistently, but I also observed this. So from next month I will be doing sessions consistently. Because of busy schedule I was not able to do that, but now I'm going to fix 1 hour slot every day, so that any sort of session will be delivering at that time, so that you have enough content related to Salesforce and you can continue your learning. Okay, so thank you guys for joining this session. I saw like lots of people joined this live. I notified you in late hour, but still you joined, and I hope lots of people will be watching watching the recording and will be waiting for the part two. So that is it for today. Thank you, Abhishek, and thank you guys. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.